Assalamu alaikum dear student. How are you all? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. I am Nasima Akter, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal, English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take a science class for class 7 student. Dear student, our today's topic is digestive system and blood circulation system. Let's see today's topic, digestive system and blood circulation system. We have already discussed maximum topic of this chapter. Today we will discuss the another part of this chapter, and this is lecture number 8, and I will give you some SW. Our SW number will be 5 number SW. And this is your science book, and this is chapter 5 in your book. And today we will start from this page, from 53 page. From here, blood vessels. Dear student, before starting our class, I want to show you something. You can see, if you can see carefully in your hand, you can see here is a blue color blood vessel in your hand. You can taste in your hand, you can see in your hand. And if you can see here, there is a blue color blood vessels. So let's see today's class. At first we will read this part of chapter, and then we will discuss some knowledge based question and answer. Blood vessels. On the upper side of your palm, you can see one type of blue colored vessels. As I have shown you, these are veins. Veins are one type of blood vessels. A vessel through which blood flows is called blood vessel. Our body has 3 types of blood vessels. They are artery, vein, blood capillary. Here is a picture of artery, here is a vein, and this is capillary. If you can see this picture, you can understand this properly. This is artery and this is capillaries. These are net-like capillaries, and this is vein. Now we will read details. Arteries, blood carrying vessels originating from the heart, carry blood to different parts of the body. They are placed at the inner side of the body. Their wall is thick with small cavity and without any valve. Artery transports oxygenated blood. If you can see this picture again, we can see arteries membrane is, this is thick, and their wall is thick and with small cavity inside. Then vein. Veins, vessels through which blood from all over the body come back to the heart are the veins. Its wall are comparatively thin. Its cavity is large with valves inside. If you can see this picture again, we can see here is a valve, gate-like valve. Blood can go through this valve. Its cavity is large with valves inside. Veins originate from the capillary network with few exceptions, veins carry deoxygenated blood with carbon dioxide. Now capillaries, artery having divided into branches and branchlets, that means small branches like this. Ultimately produce very fine tubes. These are called the capillaries or capillary network. Veins originate from capillaries. The walls of the capillaries are thin and composed of only one called thick epithelial layer. Capillaries stay surrounding the body cells. Now, if you see this picture, this is human heart, and this is called aorta, and this is pulmonary artery, and this is pulmonary vein, and this is left atrium, and this is left ventricle, and this is right ventricle, and this is inferior vena cava, and this is right atrium, and this is superior vena cava. Now we will discuss about heart. Heart is a conical shaped organ situated in between two lobes of lung at the left side of the chest cavity. It is covered with thin membranes called pericardium. Heart is composed of heart muscles. Heart muscles are independent involuntary muscles capable of expanding and contracting without others' control. Heart expands and contracts on average 72 times in every minute. Heart is composed of three layers such as outer layer of epicardium, middle layer or myocardium, inner layer or endocardium. Again, if you can see this picture, you can understand the outer layer is here, this is epicardium, middle layer is here, this is myocardium, and the inner layer is endocardium. Myocardium is the thickest among the layers. Its contraction pumps blood for circulation. Heart is a four-chambered hollow organ. Upper two chambers of the heart are right and left atrium. Lower two chambers are right and left ventricles. Walls of atria are thin and that of ventricle are thick. Atria and ventricles are separated by two walls. Atria are smaller in size than the ventricles. In between right auricle and right ventricle there is atrioventricular aperture. If you can see this picture again, this is atrioventricular aperture. Through this aperture, the aperture has valves. The aperture has valves. If you can see this picture again, here is the valves. Here is the valves in left side. Here is another valves. Blood can enter ventricles through these apertures. Similarly, valves are present in between left atrium and left ventricle. Here also blood from left atrium can enter into left ventricle only. Beside aorta and left ventricle joint and pulmonary artery and right ventricle joint have similar valves. These valves control the direction of the of one-way blood flow. That means when blood enter here, it can't go again this side. This is one-way blood. This is one-way like door. Now, blood circulation through heart. Heart is formed by a special type of involuntary muscle called cardiac muscle. When the heart contracts, blood from the heart flows through artery to the different parts of the body. When the heart expands, blood from different parts rush to the heart through vein. In this way, blood flows from the heart to the different parts of the body and comes back to the heart when the heart contracts and expands. Now, causes of heart disease. Taking too much fatty or oily foods, not taking balanced food, too much smoking, excessive mental labor, not taking part in games, movements, walking or physical exercises, etc. Preventing measures against heart diseases. Avoid taking high protein and starchy food. Developing the habit of doing regular physical labor such as playing, walking, taking physical exercise. Dear student, now we will discuss about knowledge based question. Here is the first question, what is villus? The answer is, in inner walls of ileum there are finger like projections in the wall to perform the function of absorption through different processes. They are called villi. And here is 2 number question is, what is pericardium? Answer is, heart is covered with 2 layered thin membranes called pericardium. Dear student, you have to do some SW. Your SW will be, your SW number is 5 number SW, and when you will do your SW, you have to write your SW number in top of your SW copy, and your SW is knowledge based questions and answer. Here is 2 knowledge based question and answer. This is your SW. And repeat your SW. This is 5 number SW. Your SW is knowledge based questions and answers 1 and 2. Here is a 1 number and 2 number. So dear student, I hope you have understood today's topic. Keep practice at home and do your assigned SW in your SW copy, and submit your SW on every Sunday from 8 am to 4 pm. So dear student, and you will get 2.5 marks for each SW. So dear student, stay home and we'll see you again in our next class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.